as always. I want to be pregnant. I want to be a lot of things. But we'll find out what the hell I mean by a lot of things around the halfway point of this episode. Sorry, just. You are now pregnant. Yep. Sorry, just setting up. You're broke. Okay. You now have AIDS, yep. I guess there's hair everywhere. From Sonic, yep. I should probably go ahead and prefix for this episode. I was originally going to start this at the usual 10:45, 11 p.m., around that time. But I had a bit. Shadow gave you AIDS with his hedgehog Willy Dick, yep. Anyway. Alright, I was originally going to start tonight's episode around the usual 10:40, and he said it was this big. Anyway. Okay, what I was trying to say. I was going to start tonight's episode around the... Why were the credits sped up? And I said, that's disgusting. Okay, sorry, I was completely distracted by the ultra-fast end credits there. I was completely distracted. Them credits were going by faster than my will to live. Shadow the Hedgehog is a bitch-ass motherfucker. He pissed on my fucking wife. Anyway, attempt number 76 at trying to say this. I was originally going to start this episode around the usual 10:45, 11 p.m. time slot, but I got done with my nightly activities a little sooner than expected. You should make a TikTok vid of that because you have the figs. Well, I'm definitely not going to get to it tonight, but thanks for the idea. Again, that'll have to be like tomorrow, but thanks for the idea. Because I kind of don't like to drop what I'm doing mid-episode unless it's either that stupid and silly or that important. I am inevitable. Yep. And the only reason why I have not gotten to the topic yet, and I am anarchy. Yep. And the only reason I have not gotten to our topic is because although Spider was the one who picked tonight's topic, I'm also waiting for him to get here. Society is bad. Anyway, You drink water. Society is bad. You drink water. I drink anarchy. Anyway. But yeah, how does the "we live in a society" quote actually go? Okay. Okay, the original quote is, "We live in a society where honor is a distant memory." So basically, no different. They just cut off the last part. Otherwise, it's the exact damn same quote. But yeah, the only, "we live in a society" is better. True, twoo, and poo. Anyway, okay, my apologies. The only reason I have not gotten to yapping yet is because, although this is a topic that Spider picked for tonight, apparently Joker dies in Joker 2. I mean, it's Joker 2, but thanks. Anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and get to yapping because I'm getting a little impatient. I'm not trying to sound petty, I'm just impatient. Welcome to Wonder After Dark. Anyway, courtesy of Spider, Transphobiosa, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, also known as Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, which I'm just going to call it the Sorcerer's Stone, is a 2001 fantasy film directed by Chris Columbus, yes, that Chris Columbus, and produced by David Heyman from a screenplay by Steve Kloves, or Cloves, I don't know how you say that. It is based, of course, on the 1997 novel Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone by J.K. Rowling. Ew. It is the first installment in the Harry Potter or Wizarding World film series. Harry is Harry, Ron is Potter, and is Hermione. The is Dumbledore, Sorcerers is Snape, and Stone is Voldemort. That reminded me of a Reddit post that I'm too lazy to dig up right now. Anyway, the film stars Daniel Radcliffe as Harry Potter, with Rupert Grint as Ron Weasley, and Emma Watson as Hermione Granger. You know, Hermione, the name that is statistically impossible to fucking spell. Why is Harry Potter? Is he high? Yes. Anyway. No, but for real, before I even continue reading, try spelling Hermione. You can't. Not even on your first try. Rupert Grint always has this stupid face I want to punch. Seriously. Ron is so fucking punchable. To Rupert Grint, we're sorry. Anyway. The film follows Harry's first year at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, as he discovers that he is a famous wizard and begins his formal wizarding education. Wow. Anyway. There's a popular trope called "From the Death Eater," referring to how fanfics like to portray the goodest characters as the most insufferable. Me, anyway. The film was produced by Warner Bros. Pictures, Heyday Films, and 1492 Pictures, and of course, distributed by Warner Bros. The inverse is Draco in leather pants, where it's the villains portrayed as good. Maleficent, anyway. The film premiered at the Odeon Leicester Square on in other words, Wicked. Yes. Wicked.com. Remember, kids, you should visit www.wicked.com, not wickedmovie.com, www.wicked.com. From the Ron the Death Eater. Yep. By the way, kids, you should visit www.wicked.com, not wickedmovie.com, wicked.com. Don't ask me why. Anyway. I mean, Roger Rabbit the game once had a phone number to a sex line. Strangely, that doesn't really sound that out of character. Both for Roger Rabbit as a character and Roger Rabbit as a franchise. That just doesn't sound surprising in the least. 11 minutes in and I've already been interrupted and sidetracked a lot. Anyway, oh wait, let's say it originally gave you game tips back in the 80s, but one day the number changed to a sex line. That's, like I said, it's not that off. Anyway, the film premiered at the Odeon Leicester Square on, oh, I'm sorry, not November 4th, 4th November, because of how you idiots write. One of my friends called it the other day and the number was deleted. That's unfortunate. Actually, now that I stop and think about it, what the hell made your friend say, I'm going to call the Roger Rabbit sex hotline? Like, huh? I mean, I'm usually the one who says, I should be like Squidward when he was concerned about SpongeBob. Cunt. Anyway. Oh, wait, Spider's saying some shit. I mean, it was an NES game back in the 80s. Well, I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. Anyway. The film premiered, as I said, at the Odeon Leicester Square on the 4th of November, 2001, because the British like to word their shit as, oh, Spider's here now, playing PS3, no worries. In that case, welcome to background noise after speech. But no worries. Oh yeah, Spider got a PS3. The fact it had a part in the game where you're told to call an actual 1-800 number. Let me try that again. The fact it had a part in the game where you're told to call an actual 1-800 number at all is just ridiculous. Oh yeah, Spider got a PS3 today. Back to the show. The British like to format their dates as date, month, year. Congrats, boyo. Yep. But anyway, then it released in the UK on the 10th of November, 2001. And then finally it released on the 16th of oh, nice computer you got there. Can I have it? Oh, nice computer you got there. Can I have it? I cannot do a Mario voice to save my life. Anyway. And then finally it released in the US on the 16th of November, 2001. So we're a couple days shy of the anniversary, but anyway. I'm going to fly for you. Anyway. The film had a budget of $125 million and made a $1.24 billion. Billion? Yeah, can you say ginormous fucking boner of a success? Can I sing a song for you? Can you say ginormous fucking boner of a success? Because I sure can. Because that's not just big success, that's boner of success. Anyway, Warner Bros. Pictures bought the film rights. Ginormous fucking boner of a success. Yep, there's a quote for you. Anyway, Copper. Hi. Anyway, Warner Bros. Pictures bought the film rights to the book in 1999 for a reported £1 million, roughly $1.65 million, US dollars. Production began in the United Kingdom I'm gonna be real, I don't hate Harry Potter, but... And lived! I'm just not into it, I suppose. Not where I thought that was heading, but... Honestly, you'll find out momentarily. Anyway. Production began in the United Kingdom. I have a Harry Potter game. That's nice, dear. Anyway. Schmuction. Production began in the United Kingdom in 2000, with Columbus being chosen to helm the film from a short list of directors that included Steven Spielberg and Rob Reiner. It's Chamber of Secrets for GameCube, aka Jesse's Basement. I don't have a basement, thank you very much. So that joke doesn't work. I don't have a basement. Next time you try to dox me, get your facts straight. Why does Chris Columbus have the same name as a historical figure? Depends. Why do I have the same mental issues as Chris Chan? Maybe. Maybe I'm worse than Chris Chan. I don't know. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. Rowling insisted that the entire cast be both British and Irish, with the 3 leads being chosen in August of 2000, is undiagnosed, following open casting calls. Filming took place at, I'm probably going to butcher this, Leavesden. I want to know, does Rowling like the films? I actually don't know. I'm not a huge... In fact, I'm not even really a Harry Potter fan at all. That's a question for the one who's currently playing PS3. So anyway, Leavesden Film Studios and historic buildings around the United Kingdom from September 2000 to March 2001. Anyway. The film released to cinemas in the United Kingdom and Ireland on November 10th and 11th. Oh, wait, let's say. Considering her Twitter comments, I don't think she's entirely proud of them. Ditto. Just regurgitate what he just said. Again, I'm like so far out of the Harry Potter spectrum. Anyway. The film released to cinemas in the United Kingdom and Ireland on the 10th and 11th of November of 2001 for 2 days of previews, or test screenings. I mean, she had a hand in the films in some way, but damn, I don't know how correct that is. But anyway. And then it opened on the 16th of November in the US, Canada, Taiwan, as well as officially in the UK and Ireland. The film became a critical and commercial success, grossing $974 million worldwide at the box office during its initial run, and over $1 billion from subsequent re-releases. I will cast Daniel Radcliffe to play Jesse. No. No, I know someone better. I know someone much better to play me. Jess Weaver. There's your me. Oh, I don't care how too old he is. I don't care. There's your me. Now, you might know Jess Weaver as Dave, the production assistant on the hit show Magic Funhouse. Anyway, back to Harry Penis and the... Whenever I see a Bob Ross plush, I think... Your brain rotted. Okay, back to Harry Penis and the... Back to Harry Penis and the persuasive hotel room. Anyway, it became the highest Harry Penis in the persuasive hotel room. Bob Ross was a drill sergeant once. I actually didn't know that. Anyway. Okay, anyway. It became the highest grossing film of 2001 and the second highest grossing film of at the time. The film was nominated for many awards, including Academy Awards for Best Original Score, Best Art Direction, and Best Costume Design. Just picture the most chill man who ever existed as a drill sergeant. Picture me as mentally sane. Anyway. It was followed by, get this, 7 sequels, beginning with Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets in 2002, and ending with Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 in 2011. Also, fun fact, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows was split into 2 movies for its film adaptation, even though apparently the 5th book is longer than Deathly Hallows, but said 5th book was only 1 movie. What the fuck? Margaret Hamilton was a kindergarten teacher. I don't know anything about her, so I cannot comment. I can't comment. On Rotten Tomatoes, the film has a rating of 81% based on 200 reviews with an average rating of 7.1 out of 10. The consensus, she played the Wicked Witch. She looked like a kindergarten. Okay, thanks for the reminder of who that is. And now that I remember who that is, she looks like a kindergarten teacher. You're not wrong. By the way, kids, you should go to www.wicked.com. Not wickedmovie.com, www.wicked.com. Anyway. On Rotten Tomatoes, 81% based on 200, 7.1 out of 10. The consensus reads, and this is their words, not mine, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone adapts its source material faithfully while condensing the novel's overstuffed narrative into an involving and often downright exciting big screen magical caper. That was more positive than I was expecting it to be. Now, what does this say? Also, I know Order of the Phoenix was the longest because that's how I see it on the shelves. Yep, I'm on the site and it's asking me if I'm Yep. Should I say yes? I mean, you're close to your 30s. Of course you should say yes. You don't have to legally lie about your age anymore. In fact, nobody on this show has to lie about their age anymore. That's the beauty of it. Now this show can really live up to the After Dark portion of the name other than when it takes place. Okay, yep. And now you know what's so fucking funny. Congratulations, you got the joke. Anyway. I just made Sylv look at booby pics. Anyway. I don't want to buy any porn movies. You're not required to. I just thought that was funny. I'ma be real, porn movies are pointless. Stay tuned for when we... Anyway. Metacritic assigned the film a score of 65 out of 100 based on 36 critics. Why buy it when you can just watch the shit for free? I can't believe we're paying to see something we get on TV for free. Anyway, 36 critics indicating generally favorable reviews. Audiences surveyed by CinemaScore gave the film an average grade of A on an A+ to F scale. Wow! Roger Ebert, oh god. That's how you know it's getting good. Roger Ebert. I may sound like a choosing beggar, but still. Bitch, what do you not sound like? You sound like a choosing beggar, a prick, a dick, a bitch, a cunt. What do you not sound like? And that's not me being rude, that's just me being honest. I wouldn't complain to someone selling adult content that, well, you're not wrong. I mean, a broke bitch gotta make money somehow. I respect them because that's their choice, yep. Like I said, a broke bitch gotta make money somehow. I love beautiful, round, plump women, but you're just three skinny bitches with other bitches inside you. Stay tuned. Anyway, Roger Ebert called Philosopher, which I love how we've alternated back and forth between the two titles. Roger Ebert called Philosopher's Stone a classic, giving the film 4 out of 4 stars. Ooh, the rare positive Roger Ebert review, giving the film 4 out of 4 stars, and particularly praising the Quidditch scene's visual effects. Praise was echoed by both the Telegraph and Empire reviewers, with Alan Morrison of the latter naming it the film's standout sequence. Brian Linder of IGN, also known as I Kinda Not Like You, also gave the film a positive review, but concluded that it isn't perfect, but for me it's a nice supplement to a book series that I love. Although criticizing the final half hour, Gian Afmoth, I have dementia, of Palo Alto Online, according to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Annelise Cordonel, stated that the film would enchant even the most cynical of moviegoers. USA Today reviewer Claudia Puig, hey, there's a name we heard before, gave the film 3 out of 4 stars, especially praising the set design and Robbie Coltrane's portrayal of Hagrid, but criticized John Williams' music, stating that the overly insistent score lacks subtlety and worded us with crescendos, and concluded that ultimately many of the book's readers may wish for a more magical incarnation. Big words scare me. What does it say? We had a lot of fun creating 3 fat black ladies beating the crap out of a skinny what are you referencing? John Williams has a fantastic soundtrack. What the fuck? Their words, not mine. Their words, not mine. Don't shoot. I'm just the messenger. And lived! Hang on, I'll show you. Okay. Although I will not get to it until after the movie review. That. Motherfucker. Anyway. The film was then released on... God damn it. Praise Jesus. By the way, would you believe there are only 50 days left in 2024? I'm fucking terrified. And here's another one of those porn accounts that I need to block. No, I don't want to see your hot photo. Anyway. Wonder After Dark, the most pornographic show on YouTube. Anyway. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone was first released on VHS and DVD in the UK on May 11th, 2002, and then under the title Sorcerer's Stone was released on VHS and DVD in the US on May 28th, 2002. Between May and June, watch the part I said, I will do it after the movie review. After the movie review. I'm not refusing to watch it, but please be patient. Anyway, between May and June of 2002, the film sold 10 million copies. Almost 60% went to DVD sales. It would go on to make 19 million in rentals, surpassing The Fast and the Furious for the largest DVD rentals. although it was later surpassed by The Bourne Identity in January 2003. Then in December 2009, a 4-disc Ultimate Edition was released containing a lot of content that I'm not going to list. Then it was released on DVD again, this time as a part of the 8-disc Harry Potter The Complete 8-Film Collection in November 2011. And then on Blu-ray as a part of the 31-disc Hogwarts collection in April 2014. And finally, it was released on 4K Ultra HD as a part of the Just 16-disc 8-film collection in November 2017. Yes, 31 discs, you heard that right. 31 for 8 movies. I don't know. I need to charge this. Oh, there's the charger. I was putting my phone on the charger. Anyway, now I don't own a copy of this movie. I know, rare moment where I don't have a copy of the movie that I'm talking about. I watched it on Peacock. Took me a little bit to get through, but I watched it. Hey, Spider, look, I actually watched a movie you pestered me to. You should give me a prize. Anyway. Sorry, my ass hurts. Anyway. But I watched it on Peacock. Watch the part I said, I will give you a penny. Okay, directing this to you, Sylv, I said after the movie review. And directing this to you, Spider, I'll take a penny over nothing. Anyway. Okay, can we please not argue tonight? Please. Thank you. Probably the quickest the situation has ever been not deflected. Anyway, but I watched it today. I watched The Sorcerer's Stone. Took me a little bit to get through because I had to get up a few times, but I watched it. And what do I think? Well, you know the pattern. It's usually A, B, or C. Usually it's either A or B that's correct, with B usually being correct, but it's almost never C. What do you think it is? Great, pretty good, but not in my top 10, or bad? I'm guessing it was A. I mean, A Mogus. Well, let's take about 3 seconds to see how right you are. 1, 2, 3, yes. I mean, don't get me wrong. I thought it was a great movie. You know, I did. But I have 2 things I would like to say about it. My first, while I did enjoy it, I did enjoy it, I don't know if I'm going to watch the remaining films after, all of them up to Deathly Hallows, or up to whatever Fantastic Beasts we were just on. I mean, am I going to rule out the possibility? No, I'm not going to rule it out, but it definitely won't be anytime soon, I can tell you that much. Oh, wait, let's say, go on. You might as well, well, yeah, I might as well, but again, I'm definitely not going to do it, I'm not going to wake up tomorrow and say, oh, I'm going to watch the next one, especially because I kind of procrastinated again and I need to get a video out tomorrow, but I'm kind of realizing, oh, fuck, I've made like minimal progress. Thing is, 7 movies is a lot for me to sit through. Yep, I can tell. ADHD. I can tell you got the fake shoes and shit. We can tell. Especially when a lot of them are 2.5. Exactly. So while I might eventually watch the remaining films, it probably won't be anytime soon, and I'm definitely not covering. Then again, here I am with Star Wars, so use a bitch anyway. Okay, but I don't know. I guess I'll watch the remaining Harry Potter films someday, but definitely not frequently, definitely not binge watching them all, and I'm definitely not reviewing them on this show back to back to back to back to back. Tobacco. Content advisory. Contains tobacco depictions. Yeah. That's going to be like probably even a multi-season effort. By the way, would you believe season 1 of Wonder After Dark is almost over? Anyway. But, yeah. Yeah. But I did enjoy it. But I have 2 things. First thing I would like to say. Maybe it's just because I was always... You monster, how dare you mention tobacco? Sorry. Anyway. Maybe it's just because I was all... Okay, no, yeah. Maybe it's just because I was always kind of above Harry Potter, but... I'm trying to think of how to say it without sounding rude. I mean, it's not rude, but I don't want it to sound rude. Okay. Maybe... Okay, I guess I don't know how to say it, but maybe it's because I always was kind of above Harry Potter. Like, I always knew the movies existed. Thank you for basically just taking the words out of my mouth. Not available out of 10. Yep. Anyway, thank you for taking the words out of my mouth. Maybe it's just because I was always kind of above Harry Potter. When I say above, I don't mean like Harry Potter, that's retarded. I was just always above it. Like, I knew the films existed, I knew the books existed, I knew people liked them. It's non-applicable. Ah, never mind. My apologies. Understandable. Have a great day. Anyway. Have a day, even. But anyway. But maybe it's just because I was never really into Harry Potter, but again, while I'm probably going... Have a gay day, yep. While I'm probably going to watch at least the next 2 movies someday, I don't know if this movie was really enough to make me a fan. Like, it's not like you're going to tune in tomorrow night and I'm going to start saying, like, Leviosa and, Transphobiosa or something like that. It's not like you're going to tune in and I'm just going to be making Harry Potter jokes left and right. What does it say? It's okay to be gay. Let's rejoice with the boys in a gay way. Hooray for the kind of man who you will find in a gay way. Bold of you to assume that any man will find me in a gay way. Know what I'm saying, nigga? She likes her some chocolate. Anyway, but... Oh, shizzle gizengar. Anyway. But... While I did enjoy it, I don't know if this movie... It's a song. Ah. Well, I've never heard the song, so that's why I was like, what? Anyway. Okay, but... Oh, Harry gizengar. Anyway. Okay, but... I don't know. I did enjoy the movie, but I don't know if it was enough to really, like... You're a gizengar, Harry. But I don't know if it was enough to, like, really make me a fan. At all. Hagrid is Santa's young years. Remember, kids, You should watch Dear Santa, coming to Paramount Plus November 25th. That's Paramount Plus November 25th. Dear Santa, starring everyone's favorite Zionist, Jack Black. I am doing this for a paycheck. Dear Santa looks funny. Thank you. You are the one person I've seen so far who has said that. Literally, all I have seen for that fucking movie is either this is evil, demonic, satanic, and if you take your kids to see this, you're a bad parent. Take your kids to see this. Yes, the Paramount Plus movie. And this looks like shit. Why do people say it looks like shit? Jack Black. Yes, even if you've done... Never mind, I was about to agree with that, and then I remembered, oh yeah, my dumbass has not seen Santa's sleigh. I kind of forgot what happened to my toe, so I just looked down and I said to myself, why is it red? And then I was like, oh yeah, that's blood. Santa's sleigh is so funny. I'll take your word for it. Anyway. But back to Harry Plot. Okay. Let me go over here because my phone, yeah. Again, after the review. Anyway, back to my hairy dick. Okay, but because my dick is actually very hairy. TMI? Perhaps. Completely on par? Absolutely. Anyway. But Harry Potter. The other thing I want to say about Sorcerer's Stone. Listen, I've seen movies that are way longer. One of my favorites is 3 hours and 11 minutes. But, God, why did this need to be 2 hours and 30 minutes? 2 hours 32? I mean, I get that the Harry Potter books are already kind of long. And I get that the Harry Potter movies are already long, but seriously, what made Sorcerer's Stone Voldemort's Sorcerer's Stones? Yeah, but for real, why did Sorcerer's Stone need to be two? I mean, I know that question could apply to a lot of movies, but parts... Okay, I guess I need to clarify. I was not bored by this movie at any point. It never really felt boring. But after the first, hour and a half, I was like, is this over yet? Only to realize I still had, another 90 minutes to go, and I was like, oh my god. Again, it was not a boring movie, but it did start to, really feel long after a while. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hope you chicks are on the pill. Harry likes to get wasted and show off his Sorcerer's Stones. Hermione, epic movie. Oh, yeah, epic movie. Which, oh, yeah, that does remind me. We did cover most of the movie franchise, but there's a few that we haven't covered yet. But we're not doing that tomorrow. Tomorrow night's already taken. So November 12th, don't suggest anything. Already taken. Already booked. Anyway. But it just felt long. Date movie, epic movie, and disaster movie. Yep. And dishonorable mention to Meet the Spartans. The movie that's so bad that it's not worth covering. In any sense of the word. Why else do you think I look like a hot mess? hot mess? Hot mess. Meet the Spartans is worse than Disaster Movie. Disaster Movie is very bad, but Meet the Spartans is like 41-year-old virgin bad. Oh, yeah, that one too. If I were to ever end this show, I'm a little tempted to make 41-year-old virgin the series finale. No, I'm serious. Like, I know it would probably be more meaningful to end this show with a good movie. But if I were to ever end this show, I'm kind of tempted to end it with 41-year-old virgin. But it depends on how, once you see it, you can't go back. I'll take your dick for it. Then again, whose dick have I not taken at this point? Anyway. What do you rate Harry? Ah, yeah, I almost forgot. Even though it honestly looks like I'm a little disinterested in it, I actually did enjoy it. I thought it was a great adaptation. I've never read the books, but I did enjoy it for what it was. Sure, it may have felt a little long for my liking for what it was, but I thought it was a really great movie. So, on the grand scale of book to movie adaptations, I'm going to give it a solid 9. And that's basically it, just a solid 9. I'm going to give it 9. 9/11. I'm going to give it 9 sorcerers out of stone. Sorcerer's Stone is the shortest book. That's fucking funny. 9/11. Yep. That's fucking funny considering that the movie still ended up being 2 hours and 32 minutes. Guys, I think J.K. Rowling likes to hear the sound of her own voice. Transphobiosa, anyway. It's only 223 pages. That's nice. I'm probably not going to remember that, but that's still nice. But yeah, there's my review of Spider Pig, of Harry Plopper. He's not Spider Pig anymore, he's Harry Plopper. Anyway. Alright. Alright. That moment when NBC tries to recapture the success of Scrubs and instead ends up creating another generic Office ripoff. Okay, anyway. Let's see how much percent this has. Not a whole lot, but, you know. Not a whole lot of battery, but okay. 58 seconds into this. Okay, 58 seconds.
This many options. We had a lot of fun creating 3 fat black ladies fighting 1 skinny white turd.
Yeah, that's a combination of words. It's even more of a combination of words coming out of. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Imagine that out of context. The fuck on this show is ever in context, is my question. Alright, now, I actually really don't know, hi, Wonder. Yep, hi. Hello. Anyway, alright. I actually really don't know what to fill out the rest of this episode with, so it's time for pointless filler that I'm purely going to use as a transition into. I'm going to go. Okay, no worries. So it's going to be me and Spider for the rest of this episode. I mean, your usual Sonic 4 episode 1 really isn't that great. I random, but yeah. But yeah, bye, Sylph. If you want to catch up tomorrow, you can do so. Otherwise, have a day. Have a day, have a gay, have a cock, I don't know. Have a baby, even, I don't know. If you're able to have a baby, then have a baby. Even if it's that artificial shit. Okay, yeah. Alright, me and you for the rest of this episode, Spider. It's me and you now. But hey, at least you'll be glad to know that I at least enjoyed the Sorcerer's Stone and that I didn't hate it like you were probably thinking I would. Now, what was that little rant you wanted to give earlier? Now I'm just curious. What was that rant? I mean, you said it wasn't a bad rant, but I'm still curious. Give me a minute, okay? No worries. No rush, no worries. Other than the obvious worries in life, but you know. It's like the whole, you know, something I've always found very amusing is that whenever one or more audience members leave an episode, it's like the whole vibe of the show just changes. Discord. Okay. I'll read this, but I'll continue with my thought as well. Something I always think is amusing is that when one or the other audience members leave a stream, it's like the whole vibe of the show changes. It goes from this like ultra chaotic hellfire to this kind of like chill podcast. It's kind of funny. Anyway, what does this say? Alright. Okay, Meta, formerly known as Oculus, just changed their brand again. Bro, what is this logo? What even, dude? They simplified it. The app looks like. What? Yeah, no, I have nothing for that. I have nothing for that. Like, that just. I mean, I've seen worse logos, but that still is just like. It's like nothing. Like, it look. It, it looks like the logo for anything, really. Like, phone, car, TV. Get up close personal. Get up close personal. You know what it looks like? Other than a starfish's asshole? Real. Do you know? I just farted. Other than other than a starfish's asshole, it just looks like the logo for anything. Oversimplified logos, man. I know. I know. In fact, you know what? I have to go there. I have to go there. We may like to shit on modern day Disney, but I'll give Disney some credit. They have never once oversimplified their logo. In fact, I'd argue their logo's only gotten more detailed over time. Which is funny considering they've been consolidating and streamlining and simplifying everything else. I don't know, I just think that's funny. But yeah, oversimplified logos. They suck dick. Yeah. Talk about simplified logos. Okay, that's actually a pretty good topic. I'll talk about that, and then I will get to something that has been bugging me for some time, boys and girls. Alright. I'll talk about that, and then I'll get to what's bothering me. Because there is something I want to talk about, especially because we started earlier than usual, so we have plenty of time. But, alright. I'm not really going to talk like every single known example. I'm just going to go through like a few notable ones. This one is probably the most infamous example, and probably the most well-known example, and probably the earliest example that I can think of. So, Nickelodeon, for many years, oh yeah, that's how you know it's going to be good, for many years had this logo, which we know as the Splat. Super creative, super flashy, super iconic. I love it. I love it. Many people love it. It's just iconic. When many kids and, hell, many adults think Nickelodeon, they think the Splat. Anyway. But then, on September 28th, 2009, my birthday, they changed their logo on all fronts. Now, technically, this logo was first debuted on various forms of merchandise and various DVD releases, but September 28th, 2009 was when the TV channel had finally implemented it. Yeah, that's the Nick logo that I think we're all familiar with today. Very basic, very plain. No splat to be found. Still kind of a creative font, but, you know, it's very simplified compared to what preceded it. Now, the reasoning why this logo came into existence is actually quite funny and quite stupid. Apparently, it's because whoever was in charge of Nick at the time did not think that the Splat logo looked good on their business cards. You heard that right. You heard that right. So then why not just design a more simplified logo exclusively for internal use? I could rant about that forever, but I'd rather not, especially because I will admit I do have some nostalgia for the simplified logo. I'm young, okay? But yeah. Granted, you're 1 year younger than me, but still, I'm young. Okay. I'm trying to think. Okay. Let me just Google simplified logos. Yeah. Burger King simplified their logo, although they didn't update it. In fact, they actually reverted back to their logo from the 80s for some reason. And of course, Warner Bros. I could go on about how much Warner Bros. Logo has changed and morphed and shapeshifted over the years. Firefox doesn't even look like a fox anymore. Starbucks is not terrible now. It's just the people who go to Starbucks that are terrible. Yeah. Oh, let's not forget the old iOS app icons. Yeah. You know how YouTube used to be the TV and the Notes app used to be literal notes? Yeah. The Pringles logo. It just stripped away any personality that it once had. I could go on, but yeah. While I do think having simple branding is nice, I also think there is such a thing as overly simple. And I do feel like this whole trend of oversimplified logos is just dumb. I don't know. Oh, but before I move on, sometimes though, I do think simplified logos can actually be better than their predecessors. Here's a good example. So, Hit Entertainment, who we've discussed many times and who I'm sure raised us at some point, the Hit logo used to look like this. Not the worst logo design, not the worst branding. But when I look at this, what does it really say about the Hit company? Not much of anything. I mean, yeah, you have, entertainment. So they're clearly an entertainment company. And, you have the globe, you have Earth in the middle there, but I don't know. They look like they could be selling you anything. Like, they look like an investment firm. They look like car parts. They look like any number of things. Good logo, yes, but it's not very clear what the company's mission statement really is. Then in January 2007, they updated to this logo. Simplified, yes, but I much prefer this logo. It's much more creative, I feel. It kind of represents the Hit brand much better, in my opinion. And when I think Hit Entertainment, this is what my brain goes to, is the Hit blocks. Or the block, rather. Well, I mean, the logo does, the motion logo does have 3 blocks, but yeah. So sometimes simplified branding can actually work really well. It's just most of the time the major companies fuck up royally. Alright. But I could go on about simplified logos, but we'll save that for another time. Alright, 2 more micro topics, and then I'm going to go on to the big shebang. So, random question. Sorry. Random question, my audience. Are you able to sleep with or without any lights on? Like when you're asleep at night, do you prefer like having no light in the room at all? Or is some light okay? I sleep without lights. Same here. I mean, if there's like there's light, like, under the door, like, through the crack, that's fine. I don't really bat an eye at that. But if I'm asleep and there's, like, light in there or over there, then that's when we have a little bit of a problem. Now, when we first moved into this house, I actually did sleep with that light over there on. I don't know why I did, honestly, but I did. I really, a lot of things I do, I can't explain. Like, I can't just leave the bed as it is. I have to, like, surround myself with different things that I like. I don't know. I can't explain it. I can't explain a lot of the things I do, but yeah. I guess another question that I should probably ask. I guess related to sleep. Do you have, like, any comfort objects, like when you go to sleep at night, whether it's whether it's like a plushie or a pillow or something? Nope. Kind of surprising, but makes sense. In my case, again, I don't know what it is, but I've always been like this. I always have to be cuddling something at night, whether it's a pillow or any, just a plushie or anything. Currently, grab it here. Wouldn't be Wonder After Dark without knocking something over. Currently, it's this fucking body pillow that I sleep with every night. It's actually supposed to be a pregnancy pillow. But yeah, I sleep with this every night. I honestly can't sleep without it anymore. You're probably wondering, why, you fucking ninny. Simply put, it honestly makes me feel less alone. Like, when I have this, it feels like I'm not alone. Even though I have copper, but, you know. Like, this to me feels like I have company. And I don't mean sexual company, I just mean company outright. So let's put this back over here while trying not to demolish my entire room. Wonder After Dark, the only show where the vibe completely changes. Shit. Let me pick this up. And let me see if I missed anything. No, I did not. Okay. Alright. Okay. Well, I have a little rant of my own that I would like to give, just because I don't know what to fill out the rest of this episode with. But before I do, I need to provide a little bit of context, and I need to provide a content disclaimer. First, the context. 2 conversations prompted the spiel you're about to hear. The first conversation took place at... Yep. Alright, 2 conversations prompted this. The first was between you and I at 1:14 p.m. my time. It was your little episode earlier. And the second conversation that prompted this little discussion was between me and Sylv yesterday. Just a bit of context. Now a content warning. So typically on Wonder After Dark, typically on these streams, I like to keep the tone not necessarily positive per se, but fairly lighthearted. Yes, I may say a lot of cynical shit or negative shit, but usually I try to play it for laughs. Or if not for laughs, then I usually try to find some good in it. I'm not going to try and sugarcoat any of this. Now, you're probably sitting in your bed or your chair or whatever right now and are probably thinking to yourself, oh God, this is about to become the mental breakdown special, isn't it? You know, I'm about to be the subject of a true crime documentary, aren't I? No, not quite. Anyway, okay. I'm going to be real with you, my audience, friendo, heterosexual life mate, whatever. But this year has been torment for me. Sure, my overall life has been fine. It's not like I'm poor or anything. It's not like I'm homeless or anything. You know, so that aspect has been fine. And I've been getting, great ideas for videos lately, even if I am kind of really badly procrastinating on the one that's supposed to go up tomorrow. But either way, creatively and around me, Ellie, my life has been fine. Mentally, though, okay, well, you already know what bothers me as of late, ever since May of this year. And you could argue earlier, but I'm not going to repeat it all. All I'll say is if you know me, you know what's up. But I'm going to be real with you. Something I've always wanted to discuss is why I even do these streams. You know, is it because I'm bored every night? Well, partially, yes. But is it because I'm bored every night? Is it because I'm miserable every night? Is it because I want to torture two or more people? No. Going back to when I first started doing these on the other channel, which I want to say was around summer 2023, well, at first I did it as a test, I didn't know, if live streams could work. And they did work, but I wasn't sure if it was going to be something I would do regularly. It wasn't until I did one titled Recording a TikTok Live with a certain you-know-who in the audience. Only one person, you-know-who. 6 foot tall, brown skin, looks like a weirdo version of me. But yeah, he really enjoyed it. So I kept doing it. Now, my initial plan was, okay, I'm going to do this weekly. So, like every Saturday or something. But then it became a nightly thing. And the more I did it, the more fun it became. And it was really fun. For me, for him. And honestly, it was very comforting. It was very relaxing. It was very fun. At times it could be chaotic and batshit, but it was very fun. And it kind of led to the streams turning into what they are now. Not just the setup, but, I would do video reactions with this same setup. Eventually, I would do movie reviews where I read off Wikipedia, then give my thoughts or show a DVD, Blu-ray. Yeah. Why do I bring this up? Well, going back to when it happened in May, I don't know why I said May in quotes, but when it happened, I honestly wasn't sure. Well, even though technically this bled into June, but whatever. I wasn't sure if I would bring back live streams. But ultimately I decided to, as we know. Because I did have a lot of fun doing them. But because he would not come back, I decided, you know what? I'll see if you want to. And of course, you wanted to, and the rest is history. And then Sylv joined, and the rest is history. And it's been fun, really fun doing these. And I don't know. Lately, I've been feeling conflicted. Now, you're probably hearing that and are thinking, oh, you want to like put the streams to rest. You don't want to do them anymore. Not what I'm insinuating. I'm getting to that. Anyway, what I was getting to. The reason why I'm conflicted is because not only did I bring them back, albeit on this channel, because I thought it was fun and I missed doing them, but because as well, I wanted to use it as kind of a beacon, if you will. Not only to see if I could bring, 6 foot tall brown me back, but to see if anybody else could possibly come along and become friend, if you will. And as we all know, he did come back around August, but something felt off. He wasn't his usual bubbly self. Yes, I know this individual was kind of a menace, but he was also kind of bubbly, very fun. He was much more mellow, but not like chill, cool guy mellow. He was much like antisocial. And I would try to get questions or get answers, but to no avail. I wasn't pushy about it, like, but still. And after a while, I did get the answers that, simply put, lost motivation to go on the app that starts with the letter D. So we moved to the app that formerly started with the letter T, but now only consists of the letter X. For a little while, things seemed to be going well there. But then the silent treatment began. And, God, let's just say it's not the streams that I do now that made me want to give this rant. And it's not, yeah, that's partially the reason. The other reason is this individual. He says he has nothing against me. He says he considers me a friend. But if that's the case, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be petty. Genuinely. But if that's the case, why do you just kind of push me away? I get I did a lot of things. I get I got a little angry. But I'm trying. I try my best. I know I'm saying this on the Goofy Web Show, but still, I try my best. So to just push me away and just treat me like nothing and to give me the silent treatment. And the thing is, like, you could be thinking right now, like, well, maybe he's just busy. Sylv has been saying that too. But I don't think that's the case. You know why I don't think so? I'm just going to turn this up a bit so there's not totally silent. You know why I don't think that's the case? Well, first of all, because it's time for the funny image, but I don't want to drop the serious tone. First of all, Buddy Christ. Second of all, oh yeah, there's your funny image for tonight, Buddy Christ. But anyway, you know why I don't think being busy is the quote-unquote case? Because this individual's family is poor. And when I say poor, I mean poor, poor. Always moving. I know it, you know it. So, it's not like he has school now. It's not like he has a job now. If he did, he would have told me. But he didn't. And he still hasn't. So we can take job and school or anything else IRL out of the picture. When was the last form of communication, you might ask? I forget the exact date, but it was around mid to late October of this year. We both mutually apologized for a lot of things we did in the past, and we agreed to take a little bit of a break. Now, I wasn't trying to be forceful, but I asked, is 3 weeks fine with you? Gives us time to think. And he said, yeah, I guess. And that was it. It's been close to a month now. And not only are these DMs on sent rather than seen, but I've heard nothing back. There's been no signs of activity of any kind. His Discord account has just been inactive this entire time. Status has always been gray. I have no leads. So, did he once again go belly up and just vanish? Did I do something wrong? Or is he no longer with us? Audience, I'll let you be the judge of that. Assuming you're still there, because on my end, YouTube is showing me that I have 0 viewers, and I am going to grab photographic evidence of that. But yeah, you can be the judge of that. Again, assuming you are even still watching, audience. Again, YouTube is showing me that I have... Oh, meow. Okay, so you're still watching. So YouTube's just playing mind games. But anyway. Proof that it's showing me 0 views. Anyway. Assuming you were listening to everything I just said, I think you see where I'm coming from. I'm waiting for your input before I conclude. If you don't have much input, no worries. But I'm just waiting for some kind of input before I conclude my little tangent. Take your time. No input, no worries. But regardless, I think you can see where I'm coming from. I don't know. I'm not okay. I'm just not. Seriously. I try to keep up, the not happy, but light-hearted facade. I can't. I can't for this moment. You might think I'm exaggerating a little. I'm not. I'm just not. You couldn't possibly stage this. You couldn't. And yes, I know I know this feels like a lost episode creepypasta right now, but yeah, I just wanted to say that. I guess the too long didn't read. I started this show to kind of go back to simpler times and to take my mind off of things, but it only gets worse with time. Not the show, but the thoughts. I'm sure you see what I mean. And Sylve always tries, you should just get married to a woman. Actual thing he said, or you need medication. I am not saying this to sound rude, but changing sexualities and going on meds could not do anything for me. I'm being serious. Like, the damage is done. The damage is done. Well, anyway, this episode got depressing, didn't it, boy and boy? Yeah, this episode got depressing. But I had to get it off my chest. Had to get it off my chest. Okay. It is 12:06. By the way, those were real tears. I wasn't faking it. Those were real. Anyway. Alright, it is 12:07 a.m. I don't want to end this episode quite yet. But I also kind of used up a lot of my breath. So I guess I'm just going to spend the rest of this episode with both a content update or mini content update, followed by just exist. I don't know. So tomorrow night we are covering Kevin Smith's probably most interesting film in my opinion, Dogma. Yep, we're jumping back to the View Askew universe tomorrow night. After that, I don't know what we're covering. I don't know. But yeah, back to the View Askew universe. Yeah. I seriously want to cry right now. Like, I've been trying to hold it back, but I can't. Yeah. Help. Okay. Trying to think of something I can wrap up the show with for tonight. Because I don't want to drag this out too long, even though I started 20 minutes earlier than usual. But, you know. So I guess... What is something positive that I could end this episode with that requires minimal effort? Oh, wait, what does this say? I know we're having a really serious moment right now, but I just kicked Metal Sonic's ass by rubbing my fingers across the face button super quick clockwise. No, I'll allow it. I'll allow it. That's funny. I know I'm not feeling good, but that's funny. Get fucked, metalhead. Yeah, that's funny. I'll allow it. That's... I don't know if wholesome is the right word, but he was kicking my butt earlier and somehow that worked, yeah. Yeah. I don't know if I would call that a wholesome moment, but it's at least a funny moment to distract from the pain. You know. I think they were right when they said I'm a tranny faggot. Because, like, am I cute? Am I attractive? Do I even look good? No. No, I really don't. Nothing about me is good. I'm good at, like, making you laugh sometimes, and that's basically it. Yeah. I'm just trying to think. Man, I don't know. Okay, anyway. This requires minimal effort, but we got time to kill. So I'm going to show two collections that I have that have nothing to do with each other, but it's a minimal effort attempt to lighten the mood, I guess. For this, though, I do need to move the camera. I don't know how to lighten the mood for myself or for you, the audience. So I guess I'll just do this, just to pad out the runtime. The Jeff Dunham collection, I'm just going to go in release order. First, arguing with myself. I'm pretty sure I'm getting these in the right order. This was released by Image Entertainment. Bonus features include, contains both bleeped and non-bleeped soundtracks, audio commentary with Jeff Dunham and Kelly Asbury, outtakes and bonus clips. There's the disc. Nice, nice, nice. Bunch of goobers. I love them. And then again, continuing the release order, we have Spark of Insanity, which, if I'm not mistaken, was his second special. It's actually been a while since I've popped any of these in and watched them. I wonder if these would make me feel any happier. I don't know. Okay. No bonus features are listed on this one, so I imagine this one was just bare bones. But there's the disc. I know you don't really care to see, like, what the disc art or disc labels look like, but, you know, it's who I am. Okay, this one is a good watch around this time of year. Jeff Dunham's very special Christmas special. Okay, I do remember this one has a few bonus features, but they're not listed on the back of here. There's what the disc looks like. I'm not flipping through this insert tonight just because, look at me, I don't have the energy. Yeah. Controlled Chaos. This was the first to be distributed by Paramount rather than Image Entertainment. Bonus features include the bleeped and unbleeped versions, Bubba J Winery Tour, outtakes, The Necklace, Share the Hair, Flirting with Victoria, Tour Opens, Dunham Goes Global, Photo Shoot, and Making of the Ahmed Mobile, The Best Car. And there's the disc. Minding the Monsters, which was the Halloween special. Bonus features include Creating Krankenstein, Monstrous Mistakes, Tour of Terror, Minding the Miniatures, Frightening Photos, Monster Movie Magic, and audio commentary. And it also bleeped and unbleeped versions as usual. Yeah. There's the disc. And then not a traditional special. In fact, I don't know if you even knew this existed, but I think it's worth covering on this show at some point. Ahmed Saves America, the animated movie. Yep, this is real and it really exists. I'm not doing any mind games with you. Although it feels like everybody around me is gaslighting me. Bonus features include The Making of Ahmed Saves America, including tour of the animation studio, original script reading, and voiceover session, and audio commentary by Jeff and Friends. there beeth the disc. And the last one, both that I have and that got a physical release, Unhinged in Hollywood, not distributed by Paramount, but instead by Universal. No idea what Universal had to do with this one, but yeah. Bonus features include both original uncensored and family-friendly versions, which the family-friendly version on here is interesting, because while the previous releases contained just network censored versions with the bad words bleeped out, this one contains a track where the profanity is dubbed over. So basically all the profanity and all the sex jokes are dubbed over with cleaner. It's terrible. But yeah. As well as the Greetings Hollywood mashup by Steve Porter. And there's the disc. Now, obviously, Jeff Dunham has had more specials since this, but those went exclusively to Netflix, and those do not have any kind of DVD or Blu-ray release whatsoever. And given how Netflix is with their originals, I really doubt that they ever will. But there's the Jeff Dunham collection. I didn't need to show it, but I thought it'd be a nice distraction while I take your liver. No, but yeah. Alright, I got time for one more thing, so one more small collection. Now we're going to look at my humble My Little Pony collection. It's kind of scattered, so let me go grab everything. Alright. It's kind of all over the place here, but I probably should have it all together, but no. Alright. Now my humble My Little Pony collection. The Friendship Express DVD. This was released by Shout Factory under the Shout Factory Kids label. This includes the episodes Friendship is Magic, Parts 1 and 2, Over a Barrel, Hearth's Warming Eye, or Eve, I can't read. I think I pronounced that right, Hearth's, and The Last Roundup. And then bonus features include Meet the Ponies, Sing Along, a coloring sheet, which, spoilers, is not included, and a bonus episode of Pound Puppies for some reason. I don't know why, but whatever. And there's the disc. The 2017 movie on Blu-ray, and this was released not by Shout Factory, but by Lionsgate. Bonus features include deleted scene, Equestria Girls short, Baking with Pinkie Pie, Making Magic with the Main Six and their new friends, The Journey Beyond Equestria, I'm the Friend You Need music video, and Hanazuki Full of Treasures. And this release is, of course, a Blu-ray DVD combo pack. Nice, nice, nice. And then what I consider the unofficial My Little Pony movie, Playing with Fire. and also what I consider my gateway drug. But if you want to learn more about playing with fire, you can go check out the episode I did about the movie. Bonus features include story time with John Cena, deleted scenes, bloopers, and outtakes, and more. Again, if you want to hear more about this movie, you can go check out the episode we did about it. More family fun from Paramount. Anyway, the Blu-ray disc and the DVD. Put this back on the shelf here. Golden Freddy. And of course, the newest addition to the collection. Good old Sunny Star Scout. And his Discord, okay. But yeah, the newest addition to the collection. Do I have to explain why this is cursed? Am I... What am... Wait. Okay, assuming I'm noticing the right thing. I guess it's like all Sonic games and then Minecraft. I think that's what I'm supposed to be looking at. But anyway, this of course is the newest addition to my collection. And is the only piece of G5 top digital games right next to Minecraft is Sonic Adventure. Okay, I was just making sure. But yeah, Sunny. And there's my humble My Little Pony collection. My little humble collection, if you will. Alright. Alright, it is 12:23 a.m. I'm going to finish this in like 2 to 3 more minutes, just so this ends at a nice little hour 45. Not quite 2 hours, but a little longer than usual, so... I guess before we conclude, this was a nice episode, I must say. If there are any other movies or shows or anything at all you'd like to hear about in the future, please let me know now. While you think, I'm going to put these away. I'm asleep. Okay, well, if you're going to sleep, then I guess I'm just going to go ahead and do the outro. So just wait for me to do the outro, and then you can sleep. So, I guess that wraps up this episode. It was a long bugger, but a fun bugger. So, come back tomorrow night when we get touched by an angel. Will I elaborate further, though? No, because I've said enough. But for now, that's all the time we have for tonight. But always remember, eat your cereal, go to bed, to be continued. God made you special and he loves you very much. If you do drugs, you go to hell before you die. Good night, and I love you. Have a